Kamala Harris is in big trouble. Normally, Democrats win the popular vote. They have won the popular vote since 2004, that being George W. Bush, who won the popular vote and, of course, the presidency. But according to Reuters and numerous other polling data, Kamala Harris is now also either tied or losing the popular vote to Donald Trump. Democrat candidate Kamala Harris and Republican Donald Trump are tied at 48% each for the popular vote for the November 5th U.S. presidential election, according to the final New York Times CNN poll college national poll published on Friday. But it gets worse for Kamala Harris, because we go over here to real clear politics, real clear polling data. Donald Trump now has the popular vote just by 0.1%. But that is huge, because when we look back at 2016 and more importantly, 2020, because at this time right now in 2020, Joe Biden, who beat Donald Trump, was up 7.8%. This time in October 26th, at the time of recording, Hillary Clinton was up 5.4%. So now we look at Kamala Harris, who is losing to Donald Trump, Trump being up 0.1%. It does not look good for Kamala Harris at all. It looks like an absolute disaster. This is 538, and they have Harris up 48% over Donald Trump's 46.6%. Now, this does look better for Kamala Harris, but remember what we just talked about. She is only up 1.4%. Hillary Clinton was up 5 points. She still lost. Let's check the election forecast. Trump wins 53 times out of 100 times compared to Kamala Harris 47 times out of 100. And if we take a look here at the battleground states, we see Donald Trump is dominating every single top battleground state in the country. Arizona, Donald Trump is up 0.9%. Nevada, Trump is up 1.5%. Wisconsin, Donald Trump is up a meager 0.2%, which is still huge. Michigan, the same, 0.2%. Pennsylvania, 0.6%. North Carolina, 0.8%. And Georgia, a whopping 2.2% ahead of Kamala Harris. So if we go ahead and take a look at the Electoral College, because this also matters, if we take out all of the toss-up states, meaning every state that is currently leaning to Donald Trump goes to Donald Trump, and all the states that are currently going to Kamala Harris falls for Kamala. We are looking at a 226 to 312. Trump having 312, Kamala Harris having 226. It is a complete blowout if we are looking at it like this. Now, of course, things could change. Obviously, things could change, but it is not looking good for Kamala Harris. And I don't think too much will really influence how people are persuaded in terms of leaving Donald Trump, because at this point, if people were going to leave Donald Trump, they would have already left Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a guy who is a civilly liable sexual assaulter, a civilly liable fraudster. He has said that immigrants are spoiling the blood of the nation. So with all this being said, it doesn't seem like people who are going to be persuaded by any of Donald Trump's rhetoric or actions will not vote for Donald Trump at this point. Now, people could change their minds based upon anything that could happen in the next 2 weeks or so, but it looks very unlikely, and it does look like it is a disaster for Kamala Harris. Now, I don't want to go and start dooming people if you are in favor of Kamala Harris and you don't like Trump, but this is just the objective reality right now that we're looking at. Donald Trump appears to be headed for victory. So we'll see where it goes, and maybe things will change. But personally, right now, if I'm looking at the data, I would say that Donald Trump has a favorable result on his part in November 5th.